know I'm probably just being so dramatic and annoying, but this is my first job, like my first 9-to-5 job after college, and I'm in person, and I'm commuting in the city, and it takes me forever to get there. There's no way I'm going to be able to afford living in the city right now, so it literally takes me, like, I leave here, like, I get on the train at 7:30, and I don't get home till, like, 6:15 earliest, and then, like, I don't have time to do anything. I want to shower, eat my dinner, and go to sleep. Like, I don't have energy to work out. Nothing to do with my job at all, but just, like, if it was remote, you get off at 5, and you're home, and everything's fine. And I know it could be worse. I know I could be working longer, but, like, I literally get off, it's pitch black. Like, I don't have energy. How do you have friends? Like, how do you have time to, like, meet, like, a guy? I don't know. Like, how do you have time for, like, dating? Like, I don't have time for anything, and I'm, like, so stressed out. And I'm also getting my period, so that's why I'm all emotional. But, like, am I so dramatic? It's fine.
Wait until you find out about what independent business owners have to go through, honey. Welcome back, extra beautiful, extra amazing human beings. My name's Luke Radowski here of WeAreChange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely wild and bewildering news to get into today, as of course the system is not all right, as many countries right now are doing exercises and drills that should be very concerning for the rest of this world, as of course everyone still awaits the Gaza invasion, which could happen at any moment. Now, why was it postponed? Well, we're going to be doing our best to try to answer that question, plus a lot more, with all the latest news here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you can get it only on the best political shirts for actually just the cost of the t-shirt. That being, of course, one of your perks as being a member of LukeUnfiltered.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast was originally shared by Tess T.S.L.S. Brown, Ph.D. at T.T.E.S.S.L.E.S.S. Brown. Okay. I don't know who this person is. I don't think this is the exact person that released this video on TikTok. As a young woman took to the internet and described her frustrations on modern society, which, let's be honest here, is getting a lot more expensive to live in, as her frustrations and everyone else's frustrations should be surrounding the U.S. Federal Reserve that literally prints money out of thin air. Why are you working so hard when the government taxes you on top of taxes on top of other taxes, as they take your money and literally print it at the same time, devaluing it even more, while of course doing a secret tax that no one's aware of called inflation? And even though a lot of people are criticizing this woman, she might just have a point when it comes to the larger scam, the larger ruse that is being put on the American people, as financially things are only going to get a lot worse, as there are some very significant concerns when it comes to the overall health of our current financial market, as major banks today are definitely collapsing in value. But don't worry, as that's happening, U.S. politicians are, of course, being bankrolled by billionaires to set up a new system of lawlessness where people who commit horrible, atrocious crimes and are told to the world that they're white literally laugh, jeer, celebrate, and brag to police officers how they're going to be out of jail within a matter of just a few days after, running over a retired police captain, police chief, and then recording it, brazenly bragging about it on social media while having the time of their lives. And the economy isn't that bad for woke ESG-loving corporations like Bud Light that just signed a record sponsorship deal with the UFC, which many people estimate is valued over $100 million. Don't worry, the economy's not that bad. Joe Biden gets to have a lot of vacation days, to the point where even rappers like 50 Cent are taking to social media and telling him to get the F up because we're in trouble. And what did you expect with all of our money going towards Ukraine, going towards Israel, going towards Palestine, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and everywhere else in the world, as it looks like Congress is going to be resuming to normal with the potential appointment of Congressmember Mike Johnson to be the Speaker of the House, someone that Bill Kristol isn't a fan of, which makes us inclined to like him a little bit, as he was also just officially endorsed by the former President of the United States, Donald Trump, and there's other social media commentators like Benny Johnson calling him a, quote, Chad. Now, will he be a politician that actually represents the wishes of the American people? Let's be honest here with ourselves. Probably not, and that's why we have LukeUnfiltered.com, a way for you to take personal responsibility for yourself. You sign up, it's quick, easy, it's simple, and we focus on giving you the best amount of information that we can so you make the right decisions in your life when it comes to all the latest PSYOPs. As of course, we have a plethora of amazing offers of value being a member, including now having the ability to call in to our live show that we are doing here on this program, and of course, rumble.com/WeAreChange. We also, of course, are supported by you guys going to WeAreChange.shop and picking yourself up a supplement or buying someone else a supplement as a gift. As of course, we have fish oils, magnesium glycinate, full spectrum hemp extract, which is really good. And of course, the first integral product, the chill pill made with ashwagandha and black powder. Something that I think is absolutely incredible and important to take, especially if you're going through a very stressful time. Studies have shown that this can boost testosterone, lower cortisol levels. Now, of course, mainline scientists say that you should not be taking this more than 3 months because of the suppression of cortisol. Andrew Huberman only says you should probably take this for 1 month because it's so powerful. And whatever you decide to take, make sure to do your own homework, your own due diligence. Make sure you do your blood work. Make sure you understand what you're taking inside of your body and start your personalized health journey on WeAreChange.shop. You click on any of the supplements, you click on Chill Pill, and we have an informative video that you could watch that tells you about this product and what it could do for you, the dangers of it, and then you're able to make an informed decision on your own personal health, as I think it's crucial to absolutely supplement in our modern day and age where our food supply is literally being poisoned right in front of us, and it doesn't have the same nutritional value that it had just a couple years ago. Again, we're dealing with a real health emergency, and not just also a foreign policy emergency, as we get crazy clips and videos like this coming from Gaza, just showing the pure devastation and bombardment of Palestine, of Gaza, which is highlighting a very gruesome situation that is only going to be made worse, as of course that region is cut off from a lot of important resources, including fuel, which the United Nations says will actually halt rescue operations within a day if it doesn't get added energy and fuel that Israel keeps blocking for the region, with Israel officially responding and telling the United Nations to ask Hamas for its fuel. All of this as we are still awaiting a ground offensive inside of Gaza that allegedly has been postponed because of weather, as other military strategists talk about how this is going to be a very big uphill battle for Israel as they face the consequences of hostages standing in their way, heavy potential troop losses, and a possible two-front war, one from the south, one from the north, which of course complicates the scenario and situation that's unfolding right now in the region, as the Wall Street Journal today is reporting that a lot of this advancement of the ground forces has been stopped because Israel is, quote, waiting for the United States to send in missiles in order to help them set up a defense system. And with additional military hardware and rockets that the United States will give to Israel, they can ensure that their Iron Dome that has been challenged very severely within the last few days is going to be resupplied, and their offensive measures will not be met by any incoming rockets that could potentially be launched at them from anywhere in the territory. All of this is happening as the Daily Mail is reporting that all hostages in Gaza could be released in exchange for greater aid and free passage for some of the Hamas leadership from Qatar into Palestine, a deal that as far as right now has been denied by Israel. This as Saudi Arabia, Iran, Syria, and Turkey have been making very aggressive statements against Israel in support of Palestine. And of course, the tensions are brewing inside of the region, which also involves the United States, that according to some media reports in the U.S. Pentagon, have already been under attack in 13 separate incidences within the past week, as we are getting reports of U.S. troops directly attacked inside of the Middle East, with unknown number of injuries and potential even casualties in the region, as the United States has many military installations, even one specifically in Syria that is there to just siphon off the oil away from that country. This as the United States has just announced that they're going to be doing a live fire exercise inside of Iraq and Syria. This as many of these drills, many of these exercises usually lead to real life consequences, as of course the United States is not the only country doing drills and exercises, as Russia just held a strategic exercise which involved them using a counter-strike of nuclear bombs on the United States. Russia also just announced that they will no longer be giving the United States advance notice of its missile tests, highlighting another very tense, dangerous situation for the rest of the world as Russia and China keep building up their military capabilities to strike within the United States, as their lines are being drawn here with Canada, the United States, United Kingdom, European Union, Australia, and Japan standing on one side, and the developing and BRICS nations standing on the other side behind, of course, Palestine. And when you see the lines clearly drawn out as the way that they are now, I think this signals some very precarious times ahead of us, as this conflict is only escalating from here and could potentially expand further out, which we risk every single day the longer the conflict goes on. And that's why I think de-escalation is key. Peace talks and negotiations, detente, should be something on our priority list. And let's be honest here, with American foreign policy right now, that's the exact opposite of what's happening right now. But if you think that should be the case here, share this video with your friends and family members. What you believe, what you think, what you share, what you talk about is absolutely critically important. And if it wasn't for you guys actively supporting us, sharing this video, buying our products, buying the shirts, signing up to LukeUnfiltered.com, which, by the way, we're going to have a new video available for you right now as members, I wouldn't be here. And this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on WeAreChange.org.